On page 21, there's a little reminder that we were talking amplitude and period yesterday. And just to remind you, it always goes amplitude and then sine or cosine. I'm just going to write sine for any reason. And then it's like of k theta. And the amplitude is always written first. So who could help me? And I think actually we're doing cosine functions up here, aren't we? Whoopsies. So I'm going to make that sine. That sine could be a sine or a cosine. It doesn't matter. So for a Twizzler Poland peel, who could help me write this equation using this info?
Is it 5/8 post 14?
14 what?
Oh, wait, 14 pi.
14
Theta.
theta, exactly. Okay, so you're going to say, you said 5/8, y equals 5/8 cosine 14 theta. Where the heck did you get 14 from? You are right. Talk me through how you did that.
Multiply the denominator by 2.
So period equals what over what? Period equals,
2 pi over k.
okay, I love that. Period equals 2 pi over k. And they said in this case, the period was pi over 7. So where would I put that over here, Wills? Period is pi over 7. So where am I going to put this down here?
It's 2 over...
That's not my k.
Yeah.
The period is pi over 7. You guys, what am I going to put pi over 7 for down here?
Pi over 7 equals 2 pi.
Thank you. It's
And
the
then you
period.
cross multiply.
Yes. Oh my gosh, Gabe, you're giving me life. 2 pi over k. If period equals that, whoops, and period equals that, right? Then they equal each other. All right, Gabe, when we cross multiply, what would we get there, buddy?
Pi or k pi
Sure, or pi k, whichever.
equals 14 pi.
Yes, sir. And then,
The pi's cancel.
because we would divide by,
Pi.
yeah, and we would be left with
K 14.
k equals
K equals
14. And that 14 goes in front of that theta. Very good.
1/2.
Yeah, could I do negative 1/2?
You could.
I could, because even if it's negative in the equation, you would still say my amplitude is a half. Okay? So I could do negative, but you could do positive. It doesn't matter. Then what, buddy?
Then it'd be, would you go cross multiply, I think?
Yeah. So what are you going to say equals what? Period equals 2 pi over k. So 0.3 pi equals 2 pi over k. We got this, buddy. When I cross multiply, what would we get?
0.3 pi k.
Yep.
Over 2, or equals 2 pi.
Yeah.
Divided by 0.3.
Then we divide by 0.3 pi. You guys, what's 0.3 as a fraction? 3/10. What is dividing by 3/10 is the same as multiplying by 10 thirds. Is my pi going to cancel out? Yeah. 2 times 10 thirds. 20 over 3. 20 over 3. So I'm going to get k is 20 over 3. So Danny, what's my final equation going to read?
Negative 0.5 cos 20 theta.
Beautiful. Here we go. Last one. What are we starting this with? Will Turner, you got it, bubby?
Let's go, Will.
Y equals 17.9.
Uh-huh. Cosine of, let's go do it. What equals what, Mr. Will Turner? Period equals 2 pi over k. So what am I going to do for that equation?
2 pi over k equals 16.
Yeah, cross multiply that for me. What'd you get, Wilty?
I got 30.
Well, careful. Talk me through it. What's 16 times k?
It's 16k.
Equals?
2 pi.
Get k by itself.
Divide both sides by 16.
Uh-huh. 2 pi over 16 is pi over 8. So we're going to have a pi in this k, and that's fine. Pi over 8 theta. So we're putting these now, amplitude and frequency, the periods, into the actual graph. Did I start us basic? You know it, people. You know it. Sine of theta. What's the amplitude of this?
1.
Amplitude is 1. So do you want to go up 1? Or do you want to make the 1 higher? I don't care. Where do we want 1 to be? Do we want it to be here?
Yeah.
Say it again. You were going to put it at 4. I'm down with that too. As long as you say, boom, that's 1, you can put it anywhere you want, Kate Mack. Does that sound good? So I'm going to follow Kate's lead because she's like, I want to put it up there, so I'm going to do that. You can put it anywhere. Just make sure you label it or else we don't know. You guys, what's the period? Period is always 2 pi over k. What is my k in this case? What's my k here? It's in front of my theta. Very good, ty. 2 pi over 1 is going to just be what? 2 pi. So you guys, my period is 2 pi. Where does sine start? The origin. Starts at the origin. If we're in New Jersey, that's how we're going to say it. All right. So as you said, sine starts at the origin. The period is 2 pi. So I'm going to go back to that point at 2 pi and at 4 pi. Because it's positive sign, do I start by going up or down first? Up. Boom, boom, boom. Guys, you don't have to fill out the entire graph. I'm good with like 2 or 3 cycles, and then we're good. Whew, my amplitude here is 0.25. You okay, Wills? Okay. My bad. 0.25, you said that you wanted that here. My gosh, Danny, was that you who said? Okay. So you can label that anywhere as long as you write what it is. But they have to be equal. I'm such a doof. Here we go. The period of this one. Period is always 2 pi over what in this case? 4. What's 2 pi over 4 going to simplify to be? Pi over 2. Pi over 2. So you guys, we got to get this whole graph done in half of a pi. Okay, where does sine start, you guys? Sine starts at the, we're in New Jersey, origin. Sine starts at the origin. Boom. What's the period for this one did we get? Pi over 2. You guys, I got to get back to that spot at half of a pi. That's here. We're going to have the cutest little itty bitty graph. Sine goes up, back to 0, down. Whoa. This is a cute little itty bitty. Maybe we just do 3 little cycles of that. It's the cutest little ittiest bittiest graph. So this guy, yes. What is my amplitude now? Amplitude is what? 2. So you guys, I'm going to go above and below and live on this one because I'm not even going to label it because I just went to the second mark. So if it's obvious, you don't even have to label it, right? It's always positive. When you watch my video from yesterday, you'll see when you write your amplitude, you always say it's positive. Okay. Where does, what's the period? 2 pi over k would just be 2 pi over 1. Okay. Where does cosine start? Cosine starts at the amplitude. In this case, it's going to start at -2, right? So when the function was this, Kate, when the function was, hey, y equals cosine, I agree. We started at 1 because guess what? It was 1 cosine, right? Now, we're going to start, so you always start at the amplitude with cosine. And in this case, this is where the negative comes into play. We're going to start down 2. When's the next time we're going to get to -2 if my period is 2 pi? 2 pi. When am I going to get to +2? Pi. Very good. Then I'm going to cut those in half in between them. Then I'm going to continue my trend.
Why did we start lower?
Because cosine starts at the amplitude. Yep. Let's do one more of these reviews. Here we go. Amplitude on this guy. 4. What is the period of this guy? Period is 2 pi over k. What's my k here? 1/2. Dividing by 1/2 is the same as multiplying by 2. Therefore, the period is, shoot, Danny. Okay, here we go, people.
Yes. Texas Roadhouse, right?
Yeah.
Here is cosine. Oh wait, we gotta go put in our amplitudes, right? 4s and -4s.
I get that and I get fried pickles.
Here we go. Where does cosine start? Cosine starts at the amplitude. Where are we starting, people? 4. When's the next time I'm going to get to 4? At 4 pi. The period here is huge. When am I going to get to -4? at 2 pi. Very good. This is a really wide graph. What's new now is these parentheses. We haven't had parentheses now. So we've got this thing called phase shift. And the basic equations up here, which I've thrown on my front board here. Whoop! And now we've got this set of parentheses. So you agree, A is the amplitude. K deals with the period, 2 pi over K. This C also now tells us where this graph is moving left and right. We've stretched them, we've shrunk them, now we're gonna move them left and right, and that's gonna be my phase shift. And phase shift is negative C over K. So here's what I want y'all to do. I want you to like draw attention to either one of these equations. They're the same, one just has sine and one has cosine. So I just want you to draw attention to one of those. And I say we go ahead and put in this info that I just put on the board. A, that's the amplitude. K deals with the period, and period is 2 pi over K. And then lastly, C deals with this new thing called the phase shift. Phase shift, and that just moves things left and right. And the equation for phase shift is negative C over K. This equation here, I want to skip the thing I did above because honestly in the past I think it confuses people. So right here, can we apply this info to this graph? Meaning, what is my amplitude of this graph? You agree my amplitude is still 1, but look, I already have that labeled on this graph. I already have it labeled on this graph. So we got to go up to 1 and negative 1. So I'm going to go amplitude is 1. Amplitude is 1. What about the period? The period is always 2 pi over K. Look where K is. K is right there. So therefore, K is in front of my theta. What's my K here? It's just 1, right? So what's my period? 2 pi. And here's the new thing. What's my phase shift? Phase shift is negative C over K. It'd be negative pi, exactly, Tay. She's saying, all right, negative C over K would be negative pi over 1, which is just going to be negative pi. So good. Okay, people. This is a sine graph. We're going to do these two and we're done for today. Does sine start at the origin?
Yes.
Yes, but this little phase shift says, okay, that's where I would have started. Now I need to shift left a pi. So now my start point, you guys, is here. Are you down with that? That's what's new today. When you have parentheses, it's going to shift that start point left or right something. You okay? Then you go from there and you're like, okay, this is my new start point. The period's 2 pi. When's the next time I'm going to get to that start point? At 1 pi. Very good, because that's 2 pi away. So I'm going to go every 2 pi. I'm going to be there. We've dealt with my phase shift. We've dealt with the period. The amplitude's 1. This is positive sine. So am I going up or down? Up. I'm just going to go up, back, down, and there's a period of pi. And again, if you just want to draw 2 cycles of this, that's fine. Thomas Roberts asked a great question last period. He was like, wait, could I rewrite a different equation to demonstrate to be this exact same graph? Because couldn't this just be a negative sine graph? Totally. There are infinite different equations that could represent this function. This is just one of them, okay? But this negative sine graph, we just shifted to the left and made it a positive sine graph. So just throwing it out there. One more and then we're done, people. Sound good? Here we go. Cosine. Ooh, it's a cosine graph. Let's talk amplitude first. What's my amp? Amplitude's still 1 because it was 1 cosine. So I'm going to draw my guidelines in for 1 and negative 1. Okay, what's the period of this one? Period is always 2 pi over K. Where's my K? It's 2 pi divided by my K, which is 2 in this case, which is just going to leave me with a pi. So good, you guys. Let's talk phase shift, and then we'll go back to my graph. Phase shift is negative C over K. In this case, what would negative C be? Positive pi over 2, because it's got to be the opposite, right? Negative C over K. Dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by. Dividing by 2 is the same as multiplying by 1 over 2. Phase shift, therefore, would be pi over 4. Awesome. So let's think about this real fast. Where does cosine start? The amplitude, in this case, it would be 1, but don't put a dot there. What do we need to do to that starting point? Move it
1/4.
to the right or left?
Right.
Yeah, because it was positive. I'm going to move my starting point 1/4 to the right, 1/4 of a pi. It's just going to be one line because 4 lines are pi. Sound good? When is the next time I will get to that amplitude of 1 if the period is pi? 1 pi over. 1, 2, 3, 4 little slices, which is 5 pi over 4. Good job, Livy. She says, I might be sick, but I still got it. When am I going to get down to -1?
Half. Well, like it'd be the third one.
Yeah, but halfway in between them. I dig it. Good job, you guys. And so we're just getting more things to think about. It is a lot, you guys. I'll connect them. Could this be rewritten as a sine function? Because it's going through the origin and going up? It sure could, but it could also be represented this way.